I mean, if you're already a programmer, it's piss easy. Like it's not even if you know how to do basic scripting, like all this is
Right.
like very easy to learn. And then the program itself, like it's just like moving around objects.
Yeah, as
So
you say, that's pretty sweet.
just like a you can click and drag in a certain axis, or you can
Right.
move around on a plane. Like this is the I guess the XY plane, which is like,
Right.
and then there's the this plane. Like it's all pretty simple.
ZX.
It's like any like 3D modeling program, I guess.
Yeah, that's cool. I haven't played around with a whole lot of 3D modeling. It's one of those things I need to play
Yeah.
with some more. I had a student that did a project in Unity, but I just kind of observed.
Yeah.
He was building a bartending simulation to train his bartenders. Yeah, like it's kind of cool. So what kind of game are you making?
This is the troll game, the troll question game.
Oh, it's the troll. that's 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 incredibly awesome, actually.
This is the troll that I downloaded for free. I didn't actually make it, but I downloaded it.
Right.
Didn't
That's
make
cool.
any of the visual stuff. Just downloaded
Yeah,
Bridge and like
that's cool.
Troll. But then
Yeah, I was talking to Susan. I was like, we should find a bunch of footage of people getting asked the troll question and like put it together in a video.
yeah, that was my plan to like because I need to be able to have a way of like compiling the data that I need to like have the
Right.
questions. Like at the moment, I've just got um, where is it? I don't even know what even is life. Um, yeah, this is like the conversation asset system
Right.
that I downloaded. Like it says, whatever the first thing it says to you when you go into the game, and then it gives you the options, and then depending which option you select, it'll branch out.
Right.
Um, yeah, I've got to like put all the questions into this, and then have all the different branches of conversation that you can have,
Right.
and yeah, so
Cool.
hmm,
Yeah, and then when you get done with this one, then you can do the sea serpent version.
the
Level
sea
two.
serpent.
Yeah.
I've not heard that one.
I was joking around one night, and I'm like, I never got asked the troll question. I'm sad, and so Eric's like, okay, you want to ask? He's like, but you already know the troll question, so I got there's like two islands and a sea serpent or something. But before it was all over, I think me and the sea serpent had like made a deal to like go conquer a bigger island or something. It was funny.
Yeah, he's the one he asked me when I first came in was like, "How do I stop Vladimir Putin from blowing up my hometown or something?" Like, he said Vladimir Putin has like told me to go rob a bank, and if I don't rob the bank, then he'll blow up my hometown with a nuclear missile. And then he like gave me like four different people to choose from, like four people that are on my like bank robbing team, and I had to
Yeah.
like coordinate them as like bank robbers and like do like a bank heist, which I had no idea how to answer. I was just like, what? I don't. And then he just gave up. Like he got no information out of it whatsoever because I just had no idea, like even what I was doing, trying to answer that scenario. And then he typed me as an INTP. So yeah, that went down
Yeah.
well.
I think Eric goes. It's like if you seem to be an extrovert, it's like ENTP, and if you seem to be an introvert, then his first guess is INTP, and then later.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's like statistically a good strategy.
It is, yeah. Well, the thing about INTPs is that half the time they just won't answer, and you're just
Yeah,
like, no, you have to say words in order for information to
yeah,
get down here.
yeah. It's like ISFPs except for when they're drunk. then they give you too many words, or just the right amount.
Just the right amount, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes me want to get. I need to work on. I got some program I need to do around. Honestly, the reason I got back into like, I've looked at like analytical psychology and MBTI in the past, but I never really gotten very deep. And the reason I kind of
Right.
got back into it this time around, which I've obviously jumped off the deep end and all the way down the rabbit hole this time, but was for a little AI agent I'm building, and so I decided that it would be good to, if I could parse through the cognitive functions of humans, and then if I could figure out a way to kind of simulate that in a computer program, and then have a computer program where I could just like rearrange these like versions of the functions for what it's
Right.
doing and see what the different results are. I like it. I need to get back
So
on
like
that now.
make an AI that uses different cognitive functions.
Yeah, because that's I'm big into cognitive AI, and it's one of those things. A computer naturally is kind of basically like TE,
Right.
and TE like SI. I mean that's more or less what the way most programs go about doing things. And so
Right.
I got to thinking, what if I like not even look at my task for a minute and go, okay, what if I came up with some like ways of making the computer do things that is not normally the way you make computers do things, and then start playing around with it. So
Yeah.
I need to get back on that. His name is Bruce, the computer the program that's going to get revamped. He's like, it'll be like Bruce 4.0. Right now he's not, but.
No. But like,
someday.
Wouldn't you be just making it like telling TE and SI how to use different cognitive functions? So it'll still be that same TE SI under the surface.
There's always going to be a strain of it, but my program.
But then I guess we human beings are sort of TESI because our brains are like just a bunch of zeros and ones.
Yeah, baby. But I mean, application. I mean, when we apply something externally, it's TE and SE or something. I mean,
right.
If you're taking, but
it's interesting.
Yeah, I want to make it not. Yeah, it's not super linear right now. Like Bruce learns a little bit. Like that was last iteration. Like he learned from his mistakes, but he's a very basic program. He solves little visual like IQ test problems, which is kind of cool. It's a pretty cool metric to build an agent over. But yeah, I want him to be more like crazy, and I want to build some kind of crazy intuition functions and stuff like that.
You should make like a genetic algorithm that like throws different cognitive functions together and finds out which type is the best.
Yeah, well, then you could theoretically you could mess with your functions in different, you could screw around with the functions and make types that don't exist in humans,
Yeah.
Like NE, NI.
And that turns out to be like the superior overlord race of like computer program. And then your computer program takes over the world because you gave it NE and NI.
And then like SE or something, right?
Yeah. Skynet would be NE and I think. Anyway, I'll be back in a second.
Okay. Hello, Hoodie. What's up? I forgot your name because you never say anything. And because I have crappy SI. Chris, okay. Like ran through my head. I'm like, okay, there's so many, all the INTPs. Like, not returning enough names. Am I the ENTP? I am the ENTP. The ultimate.
Okay, I'm back. Hey, Chris.
Define basic level of competence. The answer is probably yes. I don't know. If something actually like piques my interest, I would say that I generally take it beyond the normal probably level of understanding, but I can easily get tired of it a short time past that. So the answer is like kill myself or kill the troll, kill myself.
Yes.
Yeah, you're gonna collect the data off all the answers and see what people of certain type answered, and
Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna like work out what answers correspond to what like functions and stuff. Is yeah.
be an interesting data project.
Yeah.
Could probably also mine some data by coming up with similar situations and re-asking it to different people, even people we've already typed that you already know their type.
Right.
Because you could come up with parallel or similar situations, and you could extrapolate some, at least the way in which they answer. You could come up with some ideas.
Yeah. Elsie sent me like a list on Dropbox of like everybody's like all of the answers, like all of the questions that just like a compiled list of different questions that Eric has used to like type people.
Oh, that's cool.